38 cents. That's all it costs to cross an entire city. From a German city where $2 a day gets you unlimited transit across the entire country, to an Asian metropolis where the subway literally turns a $2 billion annual profit, these are the 10 cities where you never need a car. And one costs just 38 cents per ride. Number 10. Munich, Germany. Munich built one of Europe's first pedestrian zones for the 1972 Olympics and never looked back. Today, Koffingerstrasse sees 120,000 daily pedestrians. The city runs 8 U-Bahn lines, 13 tram lines, and over 100 bus routes, all integrated under one ticket system. But here's what changed everything. In 2023, Germany launched the Deutschlandticket, a single pass for €49 a month, now 58. That works on every bus, tram, U-Bahn, and regional train in the entire country. That's $2 a day. Not just for Munich, for all of Germany. Munich's U-Bahn alone carries 452 million passengers a year, and car ownership in the city center has been declining every year since. Number 9. Stockholm, Sweden. Stockholm's metro isn't just transportation, it's a museum. 90 of its 100 stations are decorated with original art installations, stretching 110 kilometers underground. They call it the world's longest art gallery. But Stockholm's real innovation happened in 2006, when the city introduced a congestion charge after a 7-month trial. Drivers entering the city center pay based on time of day. The result? Car traffic dropped 22% overnight, and it stayed down for 20 years. Even more remarkable, the revenue from congestion pricing now funds 46% of the cost of building entirely new metro lines. Stockholm figured out how to make drivers pay for the transit system that replaces them. Number 8. Copenhagen, Denmark. Copenhagen doesn't just tolerate cyclists, it designs the entire city around them. 62% of residents commute by bicycle. 385 kilometers of dedicated bike lanes carry 1.2 million kilometers of cycling every single day. Bicycles now outnumber cars in central Copenhagen. But this didn't happen by accident. The city deliberately underinvests in car infrastructure while overinvesting in bikes and transit, creating a system where cycling is genuinely faster than driving for most trips. And the health savings are staggering. Copenhagen calculates that every kilometer cycled saves the healthcare system 1.21 kroner. Add it up, and cycling saves the city over $534 million per year. In 2025, Copenhagen approved its largest ever cycling budget, 600 million kroner for new infrastructure. Number 7. Zurich, Switzerland. Zurich is one of the wealthiest cities on earth, yet only 37% of residents own a car. And they did it without building a subway. In the 1970s, Zurich voted to reject a metro system entirely. Instead, they invested in making their surface-level tram network so fast and reliable that it performs like a subway without the construction cost. The secret? 400 intersections have sensors buried in the road that automatically give trams and buses a green light. Public transit always goes first. During peak hours, trams arrive every 2.5 minutes with an on-time rate above 96%. The result? 16 tram lines, trolley buses, commuter rail, funiculars, and even passenger boats, all running with Swiss precision. Zurich proved you don't need to dig underground to build world-class transit. Number 6. Prague, Czech Republic. Prague carried 1.1 billion passengers in 2024. That's more than 3 million rides every single day, in a city of just 1.3 million people. The system runs 3 metro lines, 36 tram lines, and 183 bus routes, with night trams running 24/7. But the real story is the price. Prague's annual transit pass costs 3,650 koruna, just $172 a year. That's $14 a month, or 47 cents per day, for unlimited metro, tram, and bus access. For perspective, a single Uber ride in most Western cities costs more than an entire month of Prague's transit. And 71% of the population uses public transit daily, a number that's climbed 13% since 2019. Prague proves that making transit absurdly cheap isn't a subsidy. It's an investment that pays back in reduced congestion, cleaner air, and a city people actually want to live in. Number 5. Seoul, South Korea. Seoul demolished a 10-lane elevated highway that carried 170,000 vehicles a day and replaced it with a park. The Cheonggyecheon Stream project removed 620 meters of concrete and restored a natural waterway that had been buried for 50 years. Everyone predicted traffic chaos. Instead, citywide car traffic actually decreased by 2.3%, transit ridership surged, and surrounding property values jumped 30 to 50%. Today, Seoul runs 23 subway lines with 288 stations covering 312 kilometers. The base fare is just $1.03 with a T-Money card, and you get up to 5 free transfers between bus and subway within 30 minutes. The stations have heated seats in winter, air conditioning in summer, free Wi-Fi rated best in the world by the BBC, and safety doors on every platform. Seoul didn't just build good transit. They proved that removing car infrastructure actually makes a city work better. Number 4. Taipei, Taiwan. Taipei's MRT hit a milestone in March 2025, 14 billion cumulative riders. The system runs 6 lines with 131 stations and maintains a 99.7% on-time rate with a near-zero crime rate. But what makes Taipei unusual is its loyalty program for transit. The more you ride each month, the bigger your discount, up to 30% off. And the base fares are already among the cheapest in any developed Asian city. A bus ride costs just 15 new Taiwan dollars, about 47 cents. Eating and drinking are strictly banned on trains and in stations. Violators face fines up to $236. The result is one of the cleanest metro systems on Earth. The Easy Card, a contactless payment card used by 91% of metro riders and 92% of bus passengers, works on transit, convenience stores, taxis, and vending machines. Taipei turned transit into something better than driving. Cheaper, faster, cleaner, and more rewarding the more you use it. Number 3. Vienna, Austria. Vienna did something no major city had done before. They made transit subscribers outnumber car owners. In 2012, Vienna cut the price of its annual transit pass from 449 to 365 euros, exactly €1 per day. The psychological power of that number was extraordinary. Pass ownership exploded from 370,000 to 1.3 million, a 250% increase. Meanwhile, registered cars in Vienna have declined every single year since. Today, 1.3 million people hold an annual pass, versus just 736,000 registered cars. The system runs 5 U-Bahn lines, 29 tram lines, the 6th largest tram network in the world, and 127 bus routes, including 24 night lines. Vienna's vehicles travel 78 million kilometers per year, the equivalent of circling the Earth 5 times every single day. Vienna proved the simplest lesson in urban transit: price it right, and they will come. Number 2. Singapore. In Singapore, the permission slip to own a car costs more than the car itself. The certificate of entitlement, a 10-year license to simply register a vehicle, costs between $97,000 and $117,000. A basic Toyota Corolla that costs $29,000 in America costs $156,000 in Singapore. Add electronic road pricing, where 93 toll gantries charge dynamically based on real-time congestion, and car ownership becomes a luxury for the wealthy. The result? 68% of Singaporeans don't own a car. Instead, they use an MRT system that hit 3.41 million daily riders in 2024, surpassing its pre-pandemic record. 6 lines, 143 stations, 243 kilometers of rail, expanding to 400 by 2040. Fares start at just 85 cents. Singapore proved the most controversial lesson in urban transit. Make cars genuinely expensive, give people a world-class alternative, and most of them won't miss the steering wheel. Number 1. Hong Kong. 90% of all daily journeys in Hong Kong happen on public transport. That's the highest rate of any developed region on Earth. And it starts at 38 cents. The iconic double-decker tram, running since 1904, charges a flat fare of 3 Hong Kong dollars, about 38 cents, to travel up to 13 kilometers across Hong Kong Island. It's the only remaining double-decker tram fleet on the planet. But Hong Kong's real innovation is the MTR. Unlike virtually every other metro system in the world, Hong Kong's subway turns a profit, $2 billion a year. The secret is the Rail Plus property model. The government grants MTR development rights to land around new stations. MTR builds residential towers, shopping malls, and office complexes directly above the tracks. The real estate profits subsidize the fares, which stay under $1 per ride. Half of all MTR stations have buildings sitting directly on top of them, totaling 13 million square meters of developed space. The Octopus card, used by 98% of residents, works on trains, buses, ferries, taxis, and in every convenience store. The system carries 11.7 million passenger journeys every single day. Hong Kong proved the ultimate transit lesson. Don't build transit to serve the city. Build the city around the transit. When you do that, cars become irrelevant. 10 cities, 10 completely different approaches to the same problem, getting people out of their cars. Munich gives you all of Germany for $2 a day. Vienna charges €1. Singapore makes the car cost $156,000. And Hong Kong built an entire city on top of its subway. Which transit system impressed you the most? Drop a comment below, and if you want more data-driven rankings, hit subscribe and the notification bell. We'll see you in the next countdown.